some yoga. So let's bring the soles of your feet together. Take your hands and bring them to a comfortable place. Lengthen your spine, roll the shoulders back, and start with your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice, long, deep breaths. I hope you're all having a beautiful week, taking good care of yourself. Let's go as if you're in the Michigan area or the area where we're all in a colder temperature, knowing that spring is coming soon and enjoying the last of this chilly weather. We'll bring the lips together and start breathing in and out through your nose, lengthening each breath until your breath is 2 to 3 times longer than your normal breath. Notice that when your lips are closed, the air swirls around in the back of your throat, creating what is called Ujjayi Pranayama, your yoga breath. And then as you inhale, let's bring the arms out to the sides and do some circular movements going forward and then backwards. Good. Nice and slow. Yeah. Let your shoulders know that you're there. Very good. And then inhale the right arm up, the left hand down on the mat, gaze up toward the right fingers. Reach and stretch. And then as you exhale, bring that right hand down and inhale the left arm up. Gaze up toward the left fingers. Very nice. Now we're going to do, as you exhale, bring that left hand down. And now we're going to do a legs up on the wall. So hopefully you have a wall near you. If you don't, you can do it even maybe against the back of a sofa. You just need something to put your legs and let them rest up on, okay? So the way we do this is to get your tush really close to the wall. We come up sideways to the wall, bring the hips nice and close, and then slowly move yourself to your back and bring the feet up. Good. And then just bring the legs nice and wide apart. Good. So one of our theme today is to increase your immune system, to bring it up, to make you stronger, help you to resist infections and all the little bugs out there that you might catch. And you can do that by bringing your feet above your heart. And that gets the lymph nodes pumping. And the lymph nodes are what are the things that are in charge of your immune system. Yeah. So you can flex your feet here, bring the toes toward the floor, push your heel up, and then let's point the toes. Very good. Let's bring the legs a little bit farther apart if you can, even an inch. And then take your hands and bring them to your inner thighs. And just set them there. And breathe. Just notice what is going on with the hips, the inner thighs. Yeah, it's a nice stretch for the inner thighs also. And then slowly bring the feet together. Good. And then point the toes, flex the feet. And then bring the knees up to your chest. Give yourself a hug. And come on to your favorite side. Eventually coming in to a tabletop position on your mat. Yeah. So here your wrists are right underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hip bones. Fingers nice and crazy wide for tabletop. And on your inhale, bring the head and the hips up. Exhale, round the back, gaze behind you. Let's go back and forth between those two poses, syncing your movement with your breath, becoming a little more flexible, spreading the heat throughout your body. And then as you inhale, bring your arms up overhead, gazing up. Reach and stretch. Very good. As you exhale, bring the palms together at heart center. And then let's bring that right foot forward. Yeah, so you have your knee at about a 45-degree angle. And inhale the arms up overhead, gazing up. So our theme today is comforting ourselves. And humans are most comforted by getting hugs, having connections with people, communicating and being understood. As you exhale, bring that right hand down and out behind you. Open up the chest toward the right, gazing past the right fingers. Nice. As you exhale, bring the right hand behind your hips. Inhale, the left arm comes up, gaze up. Reach and stretch. So you can stay right here, or you can bring this right hand down toward the left heel. Yeah, kind of tricky. Good. Nice. And then inhale, the right hand meets the left. Exhale, bring the hands around the right foot and straighten out the left leg. Push the left heel out for a runner's lunge. Gazing forward. And as you exhale, you can bring a block underneath your left hand and inhale the right arm up, gazing up, opening up the chest toward the right. Exhale, that right hand comes down, and then slowly, let's bring your hands to the thigh, the right thigh, and then inhale, the arms come up overhead, gazing forward or up for crescent pose. Beautiful. Arching your back. and breathing. Good. As you exhale, bring both hands down. Right foot meets the left. And let's come into a down dog position. So here your hands are flat on the mat. Heels are pressing down. Soften through the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. Since this is our first down dog, you might want to alternately bend knees and elbows to walk your dog. Turning your head from side to side, letting the neck, the jaw, the shoulders relax. And then eventually bringing those heels down, pushing the tush back and up. Beautiful. Nice job. As you exhale, bring the knees down nice and wide. The toes come together. And bring the hips back toward your heels for child's pose. Gazing down, bringing your forehead toward the mat and stretching your palms out in front of you. If that's difficult for you to do, you can always bring the palms to your sides. Yeah. Good. And soften here. And as you inhale, all the way up to a tabletop pose, doing a few cats and cows. Inhale, the head and the hips come up. Exhale, rounding the back, easing behind you. Yeah, just letting your body come back to this original pose. And then as you inhale, bring yourself all the way up to a kneeling position. Arms come up overhead, gaze up. As you exhale, bring the palms together at heart center and breathe. As you inhale, bring that left foot forward. Left knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. Now here you can curl the right toes under, or you can stretch that foot out. It's up to you. And then inhale, the right arm comes up, and exhale, the left hand comes behind your back. Gazing behind you. And then inhale, bring the gaze up toward the right fingers. Nice. So you can stay here, or you can extend this pose and bring that left hand down towards your heel, keeping the right hand up. I call this heart pose. Yeah. Gazing up. Inhale, the left hand meets the right. Exhale, bring the hands around that left foot. Straighten out the right leg and push that right heel back for a runner's lunge, gazing forward. So you can, if you want, bring a block underneath your right hand and inhale the left arm up, gazing up, opening up the chest toward the left. Beautiful. That is a dragonfly. And then as you exhale, bring that left hand down. Ensure that you're nice and steady on that back foot. Slowly bring the hands to your left top thigh. And inhale, the arms come up overhead for crescent pose. Yeah. You can gaze up or forward here. Beautiful. As you exhale, bring the hands down. Take the block away and bring that left foot to meet the right. Slowly coming up into your down dog. Gaze behind you. Let's engage our bandhas here. Uddiyana bandha, the abdominal muscles. And mula bandha, pelvic and bladder muscles. As you exhale, let's walk your hands to your feet. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Again, you can take a block, bring it to the middle between your feet. The left hand comes to the block. Inhale the right arm up, gazing up. Exhale, that right hand comes down. Inhale, the left arm comes up, gazing up. Exhale, that left hand comes down. Inhale, come all the way up, nice and slowly. Arms come up overhead, gazing up. Exhale, coming to Samastitihi. So I'm going to bring my feet together, toes together, heels slightly apart. Press the feet down, engage your bandhas, lengthen the spine and gaze forward. Take the time to soften through the shoulders, roll the shoulders back onto your back. Good. And remember this posture. It's a beautiful posture and it's really good for you. And then we're going to go into chair pose. So let's bend your knees. Bring your hands up over your head, gazing up. Beautiful. Now if you want to add a little bit to this chair pose, you can take a block and put it in between your knees and press into that block. Yeah. Notice your hip and tailbone. You want to tuck that tailbone under. Yeah. And then as you exhale, fold forward, bring the hands down and up behind you, gaze behind you. Inhale back to chair pose. Exhale, whoosh. Inhale back to chair. Exhale, whoosh. Inhale back to chair. As you exhale, bring the palms together at heart center. Release your block. And take a nice deep breath in Samastitihi. So we're going to do some balancing poses from here before we continue. And let's start with the right foot. So we're going to press the left foot down. Think of it as growing nice and wide so it can hold you up. And your gaze is on a nice or a object that is not moving. That is called your drishti, kind of looking through things rather than at them. And then as you inhale, let's bring that right knee up. Exhale, right hand comes out behind you, left hand comes to the outer edge of your right thigh. Gaze past your right fingers. Dancing Shiva. As you exhale, bring that right hand down, come back into Samastitihi. Now you might want to grab your strap from here and loop a part of your strap around your right foot. Okay, bring your left hand to your left hip and inhale, that right leg comes out in front of you. Press that right heel forward. Breathe. Lengthen the spine. Soften those shoulders, rolling them onto your back. Beautiful. Push that right heel forward. As you exhale, you can release that strap. Bring the right foot down. You can wiggle it a little bit here, wiggle both legs, and then we'll come into airplane pose. Right foot comes out behind you, and then slowly bring the arms out to your sides. Beautiful. Gazing down, pushing that right heel back, straightening out that right leg as much as possible. Beautiful. As you exhale, bring the right foot down, palms come together at heart center, and let's wiggle those legs. Good. All right, and then let's press the right foot down. Take a deep breath, and then inhale, that left foot comes up. Right hand to the outside of that left thigh, and the left hand comes out behind you. Gaze past your left fingers. You may not be able to see your left fingers, but think about that. Okay. And then inhale, come back to center. Bring that left foot down, shake it up. Take your strap and wrap it or loop it around your left foot. Good. Right hand comes to your right hip and slowly bring that left leg out in front of you. And remember, if you have a wall or a chair on the opposite side that you're working, you can always put your right hand on that. It's all good. Just try for a few seconds to let go. Breathe. And then as you exhale, bring that left foot down. Release your strap. And slowly bring your hands to your hips. Press the right foot down. And inhale, the left leg comes up. Arms come out to a T. Push that left heel out. Beautiful. As you exhale, that left foot comes down. And inhale, the arms come up overhead. Gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold. Put your hands down on the mat and walk them forward, coming into down dog. Gaze behind you. Nice. Inhale, that right leg comes up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale the back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. And we're going to come into rock star pose. So bring the right foot out to the right and inhale, the left arm comes up. Beautiful. Exhale, that left hand comes down. Inhale, the right leg comes up. Exhale, right foot comes in between the hands, the left foot at a 45-degree angle. Make sure this right knee is bent. Inhale the arms up overhead, gazing up for warrior one. Beautiful. Exhale, the right The hands come around that right foot. Bring the right foot back. Coming back into down dog. Gaze behind you. Good. Inhale, that left leg comes up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Bring the left foot out to the left. And inhale, the right arm comes up. Gaze up toward your right fingers. You can also bring this left knee down and rest it on the mat. And then bring the right arm up. Just fine to do that. And then slowly come back into down dog. Inhale, the left leg comes up. Exhale, left foot comes in between the hands. Right foot comes down at a 45-degree angle. Inhale, the arms up overhead for warrior one. Exhale, both hands come down around that left foot. Left foot meets the right, and then slowly push those hips back, come into down dog. Gaze behind you. Take a deep breath, soften through the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. And then slowly bring the knees down, toes come together, and bring the forehead down and stretch your palms out in front of you for child's pose. Take a deep breath here. Breathe. As you inhale, come all the way up to a seated position. Bring your legs out in front of you. Good. Nice. And let's bring the legs nice and wide. Once again, bring your hands to the inner thighs. Push the heels out. Inhale, the arms come up overhead. Turn towards your right leg and reach toward those right toes. Doesn't matter if you reach them or not. If you don't, you can always take a strap and put it around your right toes and hold on to the strap. Just get a nice little stretch here and engage your bandhas. As you inhale, your left arm comes up, gaze up. Exhale, left arm comes over your left ear to your right toes. And breathe. Inhale, come back up to seated. If you're using a strap, just put it around your left foot so it's ready to go. Inhale, the arms come up overhead, facing toward that left leg, and fold forward as you exhale. Breathe. And onto the strap if you would rather not reach that far. And then inhale, the right arm comes up. Exhale, right arm over the right ear, reaching for your left toes. Feel the obliques stretching on that right side of your body. Good. As you inhale, come up to center, and then let's come all the way down to your back. Yeah, stretch your toes out in one direction and your hands up behind your head in the other direction for a nice two-way stretch. And then inhale, bring the knees up to your chest, give yourself a hug. You can rock if you want to, you don't have to. And then Inhale, bring the feet straight up toward the ceiling for candlestick pose. So this is another way to get those lymph nodes pumping, get your immune system stronger. Yeah, the lymph nodes depend on us to move a lot in order to pick up the immune system a little bit. They don't have their own pump. Yeah. Breathe here. Now you can go into a shoulder stand if you want to, bringing the hips a little higher and landing on your shoulders. But in either case, your feet or heels are pushing up toward the ceiling. So if you are in candlestick like I am, you're going to bend your knees, bring your arms in between your knees and to the outer edges of your feet. Bring the feet nice and wide apart, push the heels up and the hands toward you. So there's a hug-tug going on here, rocking back and forth. If that feels good. If you are in shoulder stand, you're going to bring those feet out behind you for plow pose. Yeah. Keep breathing here. It's a little harder. And then if you're in plow pose, you're going to bend your knees and bring your knees to either side of your head. Or ear pressure pose. Padasana. As you exhale, bring the feet down, keep the knees bent. Inhale, the hips come up. Clasp your hands underneath your hips for bridge pose. Beautiful. This is another pose that you can put a block between your knees and press into the block. And then as you exhale, let's bring the hips down, release your hands, and let's straighten out those legs. Bring your fingertips to the edge of your hips. Press the elbows down and bring your head up as if you were watching TV from the floor. And then take the top of your head and bring it to the mat. Slowly, you can stay here to let your back reset. But if you want to add to this, you can slowly bring the legs and the arms up to a 45-degree angle. Your gaze is behind you. Padasana. And as you exhale, release. Bring your arms up to a T. Knees up to your chest for a nice big hug. And then bring the arms back out, palms facing up, hips go over to the left about 4 inches as your knees go to your chest and to the right. You can gaze to the left if your neck allows. You can also put a block between your knees, if that feels good, or underneath the right leg, the right knee. You can also take your right hand and place it on top of that left thigh. Spinal twist. As you inhale, bring the arms back out and bring the knees up. And bring the hips over to the right about 8 inches. Knees come up to your chest and over to the left. Gaze to the right. Take that block between your knees if you want. You can take your left hand and bring it to the outer edge of that right thigh. And breathe. As you inhale, go back to center. Release the feet. And bring your hands to your sides for Shavasana. Just letting yourself relax here. Softening. Letting go of the breath, abundance, the drishti. Coming into a relaxed position. If you have a blanket, this is a good place to just put your blanket on. You can turn off this tape and lay here for as long as you'd like. I'm going to finish off the flow, but like I said, you're welcome to just stay here in Shavasana. As you inhale, starting to wiggle your toes, turn your head from side to side. And bring the knees up to your chest and come over to your favorite side. Renewing your mind, your body, and your spirit. And then slowly coming up into a seated position, crossing your legs in front of you. As you inhale, bring the arms up overhead, gaze up. Sealing in your practice, and then bring the palms together at heart center. May the God-given light and love in me reach out to that same light and love in you. Namaste. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful week, until we see each other again.